Today, I'm going to walk you through the steps of using MidJoureny to launch a successful clothing line. I'm sure you've seen many of videos like this on YouTube, but trust me when I say this one is unique. Finding low competition, successful designs, analyzing the data, and selecting the best one based on the figures are all skills you'll acquire. Later, we'll utilize MidJoureny to create professional, grade layouts and demonstrate the most effective means of customizing them. Stay close until the conclusion, since I'll cover some tactics to raise your sales and get the most out of your projects, and you'll learn about the most successful ways to sell your items, even if you're on a small budget. I hope you take the video seriously and get to work right away because it contains a lot of useful information. After you finish your first layout, write in your comments how it turned out and what ideas you used. To begin this side business, you must first choose designs with commercial viability. And you shouldn't waste your time making a judgment that isn't supported by facts and figures. There are a number of resources available to help you locate such designs, but if I had to recommend just one, it would be MerchantFormer. But feel free to use whichever instrument suits your fancy. This is what your dashboard should look like after your free trial has begun. The left-hand side of the page displays some of the resources we might use to discover and evaluate high-quality selling layouts. I'm not saying this is the only way to uncover successful items. I'm simply sharing what works for me. First, we'll look at the Movers Shakers list. According to the website Movers Shakers, the best-selling rank is falling. The product's popularity may be gauged by how far up the bestseller list it appears. The most significantly discounted items are shown here. This suggests that the style may be on the rise or already be popular. Take your time browsing for designs you like, and don't steal the work of others like Disney without permission. The trend tracker is another method for locating items. Use this to get an idea of current style trend. The sales rank chart is rather stable, and the best seems to be quite decent if we take a look at this one. You may also spend time browsing for potential layouts. The movie would be too lengthy if I explained all of the available instruments. Yet, if you're just starting out, you may use the methods I've outlined to make your first sale. Step 2. Analysis. Begins after you've decided on your favorite designs. This is a crucial stage since it equips you with information for making an informed decision about whether or not to purchase the goods under consideration. This product will serve as our example. You can tell that this item is aimed at sports fans, namely those who like hockey. We'll check first to see whether this term is acceptable for usage in our Just copy the key terms and paste them into the Trademark Alerts tool. Copy and paste the content here. Then click Save and check. Trademarks. If everything is good to go, a green check mark will appear in a few minutes, and this means you may safely use the word into your artwork. The next stage is to investigate your rivals. To accomplish this, use the Market Rivals checker. Just enter your search terms and click the search button. On the right, it gave us the best possible grade. And now you can see how many goods have the same design and how many have a Bosch. Hence, A should be taken first. Then B, C. If the grade is below a C, you should look elsewhere for a solution. Scrolling down will reveal the top sellers. You can see that this one is expected to sell 30 copies and the other one is expected to sell 24, which is also respectable. In such case, I think this product may serve as a decent launchpad. Keep in mind that your objective is not to just mimic the work of others. This method is just for brainstorming and information gathering. The next step is to repeat this method for each design, and then you can go on to the really enjoyable part, making the design itself in MidJoureny. And for the uninitiated, MidJoureny is a text to image generator powered by artificial intelligence. If you want a picture of anything you input, all you have to do is enter it into the bot. Furthermore, remember that a paid mid-trip subscription is required for any kind of commercial usage of the photographs. You should know your design aspects before you start creating the design in the middle of your trip. You may use this information to better complete the question using the appropriate words. Here, I'll utilize my product to illustrate. As you can see, the hockey helmet is a significant aspect of the design, and I could also see a retro aesthetic being used. If you already have a concept in mind, you may open up your map in the middle of your trip and start sketching. To begin, type // and from there, it's not hard to see yourself describing the layout you want. If you look at my prompt, you'll find that I included not just the design's primary keywords, but also some of my own, such cartoon style and white background. In case you're wondering, the white backdrop helps separate the design from the background for subsequent usage, which is why I used it. Nonetheless, don't be scared to try out new keywords and be inventive. This is ultimately what will set you apart. As you can see, the picture looks like this. Next, I finished saving the design and went on to the next phase, enhancing the quality. Delivering items with a more polished appearance will decrease returns and unhappy customers. Let me demonstrate how simple it is to do using AI image upscale. Simply said, this app magnifies your created picture by a factor of 800 without compromising its quality. To begin, choose the Upscale Picture button. Choose the photo you want to edit. There will be a total of 3 upload choices after the picture is complete. The picture may be magnified by a factor of 2, 4, or 8 by selecting the first option, 2x electing the first option. 2x. The second choice is sufficient for most t-shirt designs, which is typically what I choose. After it's finished, the picture quality will have improved significantly. Therefore, if we enlarge it and look at the differences, you'll see a huge enhancement. To save, just choose Download from the menu. To help you grasp the idea, let's attempt a different layout. This one has an antique automobile. Thus, the aesthetic as a whole needs to reflect that sense of nostalgia. Once again, I've included all pertinent search terms in the prompt, and the resulting layout is as follows. After you are satisfied with your design, you may take it to the next level by using AI image upscale. After you're satisfied with your picture, choose Download to save it, then continue on to the next. Putting the finishing touches on the design and getting it ready to print is all that remains. You should get started by cutting the created picture off of its backdrop. The next stage is to include the design term. If you're having trouble here, check out what your rivals have listed to spark some ideas for your own. And I highly suggest beginning this supplementary endeavor, whether it be catering to a certain niche or specializing in currently fashionable design. You may have been wondering how to market the final product the whole time. I can't think of a better option than print on demand if you're working with a limited budget. Utilizing this technique, you may focus on growing your company while outsourcing the printing and distribution of your items to clients. But using this approach results in the firm keeping a cut of your purchase. This means your return on investment can be low. However, I believe this is an excellent launchpad. I've compiled a list of the best places online to sell print on-demand items. Most of them follow the same basic procedure. After selecting a product type, uploading the design, adding the product's details, and hitting publish. In addition, you can trust these platforms as organic traffic completely since they get millions of monthly visitors. I think you may benefit from using the reach of social media to advertise your wares as well. Pinterest, TikTok, or any other social media site posting might do the trick. And as promised, here are some terrific strategies for optimizing outcomes and extracting maximum value from design efforts. First and foremost, apply the same layout to various products. Apply the same layout to various products. You may print the design on a wide variety of merchandise, not only tees, such as sweatshirts, stickers, phone covers, wall art, and so on. Second, reproduce your model in a large number of identical duplicates. The one I produced serves as a starting point for 2 other concepts. Just exercise some imagination and originality. Third, don't limit yourself to just one online gallery for showcasing your creation. You may learn which website may be most successful for you and boost sales by doing this. What do you think of this method? What new ideas have you come up with while making print layouts? Write in the comments below.